Well, happening today, the royal red carpet being rolled out for President Trump on his historic second state visit to the UK. We do have a live look at Windsor Castle this morning, where King Charles is set to meet the president and First Lady for a day of pomp and circumstance. Now, all this before President Trump sits down to talk business with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has the very latest from the White House. So, Tom, what are we expecting to come of these talks? Good morning.
Hey, Kelly, good morning from the White House. This morning, across the pond, as they say, President Trump and the First Lady will be getting the full royal treatment, a meeting with King Charles as part of this trip, really highlighting that alliance between the United States and the United Kingdom. As part of this trip, kicking off this morning, the president will be getting a carriage procession through the Windsor Castle estate. You can see a live look of Windsor Castle right here, as well as a state banquet, a special military flyover, and a wreath laying at the tomb of Queen Elizabeth II. Shortly after arriving on Tuesday night, President Trump spoke glowingly about being in the UK.
I love Turnberry, I love Aberdeen. I have a lot of things here that they warm my heart. I want to tell you, it's a very special place.
So again, today is going to be sort of that royal treatment. But aside from the pomp and circumstance, President Trump is also set to meet with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer tomorrow. Expect trade and investments between the two sides to be big talkers, with Microsoft recently announcing it would invest $30 billion in Britain over the next 4 years. We also know that Google has plans to build a multi-billion-dollar data center near London. But we will also note, Kelly, that tied to this trip, we might also see some sizable protests in London as well. Kelly?
Yeah, we've been monitoring those already. Tom, you know, aside from business, we know the war in Ukraine also top of mind. What might come of any talks on that topic in particular?
Yeah, that will almost certainly come up between these two leaders, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and President Trump, with them speaking about, possibly ongoing support for Ukraine and what sort of those peace talks could look like moving forward. And what also consider the timing of these talks when it comes to this war in Europe right now, because just last week, of course, a very big story that was evolving was the multiple Russian drones crossing into Poland, leading to concerns about the war possibly expanding even more into Europe. And that incident led to NATO literally scrambling fighter jets to shoot them down in response. President Trump said Russia, quote, could have made a mistake. He also threatened to slap major sanctions in Russia, but with the condition that other European countries would stop buying Russian oil. Kelly?
Yeah, Tom, getting us up to speed on all of it. Tom, as always, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.